The first dream is of a boy around 10 years of age. It starts raining on a sunny afternoon when boy's mother asks him not to visit jungle as foxes would be getting married and one should not witness their marriage. The boy ventures out in the jungle and witnesses the marriage procession of fox. In procession, some of the foxes are able to find the boy hidden behind a tree. Finding this, the boy runs away from forest. Though once he reaches the gate of his home, his mother stops him and gives a knife, stating a fox came and left this weapon for the boy. Now the boy should take this weapon to the foxes who live in mountains. Saying this, mother again instructs the boy to recall what has happened, and this was the reason she instructed the boy not to venture into the forest. Saying this, the mother closes the door on the boy, and boy continues to walk towards the mountains. Again, the second dream is of early adolescence, where this boy on the spring of doll festivals is helping his sister and her friends. He glances at different types of dolls which are there in her sister's room, and when he is about to leave the room, he sees a girl in pink dress who he only can see and not his sister and their friends. She takes him to the place where once their peach orchard was. Now they have been cut, where the spirit of dolls appear and tell him they are the spirits of those peach trees that have been cut by his family. The dolls humiliate him as the trees have been destroyed, at which the boy convinces those doll spirits that he never wanted these trees to be destroyed. The boy cries and the spirits of dolls perform a dance, Itenraku, at which the pink trees reappear and spirits disappear. The boy takes a final look at this and is amazed, though suddenly those trees disappear and there is a stem of fallen trees. The boy walks past those naked thickets and finds a young peach tree in blossom, and that gives him some reprieve, and this dream ends. This is maybe the briefest dream of them all, the third one, as compared to others, which is called as the blizzard. In terms of incidents and events, a group of military men are trying to walk past heavy snowfall on mountains to find their camp. Though they are all exhausted, though one of them is comparatively persistent and wants to walk, however he also falls on snow. Then an angel appears who is asking this persistent one to sleep as the snow is warm, and starts laying imaginary soft blankets upon him. Though his senses awakens up and he pushes this spirit, after which her form changes to some demon, giving a hint it was there to take his life. As soon as he pushes it away, the storm disappears. What is left is calmness, and he can now see the camp at some distance. He awakens all of his group mates and they march towards the camp. The fourth dream is the tunnel. The fourth dream is about a soldier who is walking past this tunnel, and there is this dog which appears, and this dog is also dead and is there in form of a spirit. He crosses the tunnel to find a soldier who died in his arm appearing before him. He is dead. This is his soul. His eyes are blackened and he is grieved to find he is dead. He points toward a home and informs the commander that it is his home. Commander asks him to accept his fate, and then the soul walks back in tunnel. Soon an entire battalion of soldiers appears there. They all have been killed in war, and they salute the commander. He is anguished and tells them that it is because of him they have been killed. He shouldn't have sent them in battlefield. Their faces are also colored blue with black eyes. They also march past the tunnel. Soon the dog spirit reappears, and this commander falls on ground in grief. Now the fifth dream is crows. An art student is watching an exhibition of Vincent van Gogh. He is watching his portrait and other works. After watching those paintings, it is shown he has left the exhibition, though it appears he has followed Vincent through one of his paintings in France. He questions the washerwomen and they mock him and Vincent. Though after walking through wheat fields, he is able to catch Vincent in a wheat field trying to paint a forest at the end of the fields. He informs him he removed his ear as it created some problem. Saying this, he walks away from there and also says sun is forcing him to paint, and sun was bright and hot. This student glares at the sun. The student tries to follow him, though before finding him, he walks past several of his paintings. The 7 to 8 minutes of movie is shown that the student is walking across these paintings, and he's finally found Van Gogh at the end of wheat field. When he is running to catch him, the crows appear there, and the student is still in the exhibition, witnessing wheat filled with crows, which he just witnessed in a dream. Now, the sixth dream is about Mount Fuji in red. There is a crowd in Japan which is scrambling to get away as a large nuclear plant near Fuji has leaked and is burning. This crowd, while they were witnessing this nuclear plant burning, also finds out that this has also affected Mount Fuji and it has also turned red. The crowd is terrified and they run for their lives. Soon there is no one except these few and the belongings of those who are nowhere to be found. All that is left is this woman with her kids, a man in his early 30s and then this man in his 50s. This young man asks questions to the older man about others and he points that they have all jumped in sea. Now this older man starts criticizing humans and their inventions as if he may be behind this as well. He ridicules radioactivity and he also jumps in the sea. Now there is red, blue, pink cloud emerging, indicating atmosphere is getting contaminated with radioactive substances. This man is trying to save himself and kids as well as women from this polluted air by fanning away with the help of his jacket. Now the seventh dream is the weeping demon. A man is walking in the mountains and what is shown in the background is dispersed buildings all destroyed. While he is walking, he comes in contact with a man who has a horn on his head. He explains how after a nuclear accident the flowers have grown taller than the humans and humans have grown horns. He also warns that he is about to be eaten by the 2 and 3 horns being. This other man is watching him in astonishment. Then there is sound in the background as if someone is howling. This demon takes him to a place where he points toward a group which has 2 or 3 horns and he reveals the horns causes unbearable pain and they are those who were government officials and politicians. He asks this man whether he wants to be a demon and chases him. The simple man runs away. And the last dream is of village of the watermills. There is this man who has come to this village to find ponds and several watermills. As he is entering the village, he finds the kids placing flowers on the stone and he is greeted by the kids. After walking some distance, he finds an old man who is mending a watermill. He is there and enters into a conversation with him. He informs that the stone is a tomb of the traveler who has died there and children place flower on the tomb of this traveler as he is buried there. Soon there is some drums and celebration music heard in the background. The man asks this old man about this and he informs an old woman has died who used to be his girlfriend in youth. He also prepares himself for the funeral. He dresses in bright orange color, carries anklet bells in one hand and plucks some flowers in another hand. At a distance he joins the procession of dead. There are trumpets, drums, people in colorful attire and children sprinkling flower on the road. The old man meets them and joins them, shaking in celebration. The other man witnesses this and his eyes are bright. He may have never witnessed such a departure to a dead. The celebration was commendable. He is about to leave village, though before that he places some flowers on the stone tomb of the dead. If you talk about the 8 dreams, if you see the sequence, they start from childhood dreams to the more serious ones, as in from pleasantness to sordidness, kiddishness to more serious ones. To me, the first dream and the dream about the demons stand out. If we talk about the camera work, it is a production of who is who of cinema: George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, Akira Kurosawa and others, and subject is dreams. If we talk about crows, this dream is based on a theory of Freud, wherein he has discussed that at times where you are about to visit may have appeared in your dreams, or a place you are about to visit is as per your imagination. A lot has been written by several thinkers on dreams. The last scene of first dream, where the kid is walking towards the mountains is mesmerizing and unbelievable. The peach orchard sequence where toys are human shape and dance gives it a stage theater like feeling. They are dancing in celebration, and the dances are taking place in layers on steps, which increases its beauty. And in the snowstorm scene, at first you will feel as if the angel is trying to help the soldier, though it was a mirage which disappears upon confrontation. And the soldier's guilt that it is because of him hundreds of lives have been lost is unbearable in the other dream. Then the dreamy illusion of walking among the paintings of Vincent van Gogh is cherishable. And then, of course, the nuclear plant destruction leaves several questions unanswered as to why are we running towards improving our race. Yes, Weeping Demon is like a man among dead who are now in hell, so it is warning that one needs to be righteous. And then the grand celebration of dead in a simple village. This is a question. The way life is celebrated on similar lines, death should as well be. The movie in most sequences appears to be painting. Where there is no painting, there is thoughtfulness and provokingness. This movie or collection of stories is for serious minds who enjoy cinema for storytelling.